again, friends. We're still in my apartment here on Capitol Hill in Seattle, waiting until we can get back to our great work at Nordo of integrating theater and culinary arts with live music for really cool events. In the meantime, we're just holding tight. Next week, we're about to launch, in addition to our wine delivery program, we're about to launch cocktail kits and charcuterie and cheese plates. And that is why I am going to teach you today how to make our kind of beloved chicken liver mousse. So we've used this for a lot of different recipes, including if you came to Violet's attic, we wrapped them in white chocolate to make those little bonbons that were like chicken liver bonbons. Chicken liver is divisive, I know, but for those of us who love it, we love it a lot. So before I get to that, I want to thank a few people who have continued to donate to cafenordo.com to keep our business going. It's going to be really tricky to get started again, but we just cannot wait. So I want to thank Amy Passan and Patrick Sheehy and Catherine Wahlberg, Luther Clark and Christina Wright, Sarah Perez, Jen Ayers, wow, I admire you so much, Kristen Ewing, Colt, Jenny Alleman in honor of Dayton and Anastasia, thank you so much, and that's it for today. We'll have more later. Meanwhile, so this is easy, and that's why I'm gonna just bang you through it real fast. So I've got my my pan here on medium-high heat. That's a 3.5 on my stove, but for most it's a little over 5. And we're just gonna be looking for the sound. We'll know it's the right temperature if it's the right sound, and this is like 2 tablespoons of butter. That's a good sound. That's perfect. So we're gonna get that butter going. As soon as that butter is melted, we're gonna add our shallots. So this is just 1 shallot all minced up. And we're gonna get those shallots in there until they are translucent. Great. So our shallots are soft and translucent. We really don't want them to get any color on them. So if they start, you've gone too far. At this point, we're just gonna add our chicken livers. So I did a really easy peasy clean on these, basically pulling apart any of the really tough little strands that hold the livers together. Just kind of put those out, but honestly, don't even worry about it because we're going to blend this and then put it through a strainer. So any of the real chunky bits we'll get out later. In you go. In with the shallots. Give it some room. And at this point, we're gonna want to add lots of salt. Beautiful. My butter is unsalted, that way I can kind of control how much salt goes in. So if you are using salted butter, make sure you adjust accordingly. This is just some thyme. I'm going to pull it off of the branches so we don't have branches in our pâté, chicken liver mousse. And this is going to cook for about 8 minutes. Once we've got some time in there, I'm going to flip it over halfway through. What we're looking for is cooked through, just a little bit pink on the inside is perfect. So that's, like I say, about 7 to 8 minutes like that. Okay, so I did turn it down quite a bit. So it's been on a low for 6, 7, 8 minutes or so. We've got the nice pink. I'm now going to add my secret recipe, secret weapon, which is port. So a lot of people use cognac. I love port. I think it's so mwah. So we're going to put port, about 3/4 of a cup of port. This was a roughly just under a pound of chicken livers. So I'm going to go in with the port, and then I'm just going to let that let these livers kind of hang out in that port for just a few minutes. Let it bubble away, and then what we're going to do is we're going to move it over to this Cuisinart here. I'm also just going to go ahead and plunk in some pink peppercorns just for funsies. Again, we're going to blend this all up and put it through a strainer so you don't have to be too fussy. So we're just going to give this a couple minutes and then I'll be right back with you. Okay, so now we've got Ethel the cat at my feet joining us. I went ahead and transferred all that, so it just hung out in the port for a couple minutes. And now it is in here, and this is gonna get loud. And I'm going to be adding cold, again, unsalted butter in little knobs. So we're gonna do about, if I did a pound of chicken livers, I'm gonna do like half a pound of butter. It really is what makes it awesome and creamy and delicious. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this started. Okay, so we've buzzed the bejesus out of this. I'm just gonna give it a try and make sure it's seasoned properly. Oh yeah, that's rich and delicious. So it's gonna be super liquidy because the butter's warm. Obviously the hot livers heat up that butter and melted it. So that means it's perfect to, peppercorn, yum. It's perfect to now go through the strainer. And that'll just get any little extra thyme bits or chicken liver sinews out of there. Just gonna go right through here. So now we have a pretty liquidy chicken liver pate, and that can go right into a jar. Sometimes when we do it at Nordo, we will top it with clarified butter. That will make a nice solid topper on there. So if you're doing that at home and you have too much and you're not having a big party and you want to have it keep, you could put it in little ramekins and just do a little clarified butter topper. That will seal it up, and so it'll last a little bit longer. And that last with a clarified butter topper, this will last like 2 weeks. So that's a nice touch. You could also do a jelly layer. That's another thing I love to do is like a blackberry jelly or a blackberry balsamic jelly on top. So good. But in this case, we're just gonna keep it super simple. We're just gonna do a pretty little sprig of thyme on top. Boink. Isn't that fetching? Can you see? And then it'll just go into our refrigerator and it'll cool. This is a lot of chicken liver, so you could also use like little ramekins like this, but if you're having a party and you want people to dig in, anything that's wide mouth and kind of low is perfect. So this will be good on a big cheese plate for a big party, or smaller versions, if that makes sense. So that's your chicken liver mousse. Again, you don't have to make it yourself because we're actually going to be putting these on sale for home delivery next week in time for Father's Day with our cocktail kits. Give it a try though. It's that easy, right? It's pretty easy. And super delicious. So again, 6 hours, and then this will be solid and ready to go. Get in there with a knife and smush it around some crackers. Have fun. Enjoy. We'll see you soon, I hope. Thank you. You made it. Thank you so much for watching. I'm here to tell you a little bit about Nordo. We are a nonprofit arts organization based in Seattle, Washington, dedicated to bringing you an intimate theatrical experience that weaves in imaginative cuisine and live original music. If you're watching during the COVID-19 crisis and you want to make sure our doors are open when all this is over so you can come and experience one of our incredible events, please consider donating. You can find more information and a link to donate at cafenordo.com. Stay in, stay well, and stay inspired. Thank you.